Hi, I'm Bruce Grace, Product Specialist here at Atlas Copco, and I want to talk to you about torque seating monitoring. Torque seating monitoring is an advanced tightening strategy on the MicroTorque system that allows manufacturers to give their end customer a target peak torque result while still monitoring clamp torque to ensure that the screw has been tightened correctly. If you don't have a good understanding of clamp torque or the steps in a tightening process, I would recommend that you watch the video from the MicroTorque playlist called What is Clamp Torque first, so that you can have a better understanding of how the torque seating monitoring strategy can benefit you. Torque seating monitoring is best suited for a manufacturer that understands the importance of measuring clamp torque, but is still required to provide the end customer with a peak target torque result. In this strategy, you will be able to set up a target peak torque, but you'll also be able to set up pass and fail limits on the clamp torque. Let me show you an example. In front of me, I have a block with two different sized hole diameters, a larger hole with less friction and a smaller hole that's going to create more friction. When I'm programming the torque seating monitoring tightening step, I'm going to set a target torque of 10 centiNewton meters, but I'm also going to put limits on the clamp torque, saying that anything below 4.5 or above 9 centiNewton meters should fail the process. Let's take a look and see what happens on the larger hole diameter. Now you can see here that we got a green light, the tightening is okay. You can see the seating point, you can see that our target peak torque of 10 centiNewton meters was met, and you can also see that the clamp torque falls within the limits that we set. It's above 4.5 and below 9, assuring that the clamp load that was specified is met and the target peak torque is met. Now let's take a look and see what happens when the hole diameter is smaller and there's more friction. You can see a few things here. One, we got a red result. The reason for that is because if you take a look at our clamp torque, it falls below that specification that we set. We still hit a target peak torque of 10 centiNewton meters, but because there was more friction, the seating point was higher and the clamp torque was less. In this case, it was 3.1 centiNewton meters. Now there are a couple things that you can take from this. One, you can see that the distance on the first tightening and on the second tightening are different, obviously showing that the clamp torque is smaller on the second one with more friction. So you know something's wrong, you know something in your tightening process has changed. And two, you now have proof with this graph that you can take to your end customers and show them that with inconsistencies in the tightening process, measuring peak torque is not enough. When there's more or less friction, the target torque needs to change to be able to meet the specified clamp torque, which is the more important part of the process to measure. This has been an overview of torque seating monitoring. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your Atlas Copco representative. Thanks for watching.